Ladies and gentlemen, we've got quite a bit of a reveal that's come out for Azur Promilia across the past couple of days. There currently is a closed beta test that is occurring over in CN. It doesn't look like the rest of the regions are gaining any access, but we got Mello over here ready to go with some exclusive gameplay footage across a lot of different facets of the game. And I think Azur Promilia has been kind of like a game that many individuals are looking forward to as like an alternative, right? Or as like a competitor to titles like Genshin Impact, or even like Wuthering Waves, or even to-be-released titles like your Anantas, your NTEs, your Silver Palaces, so on and so forth. And so why don't we go ahead, why don't we take a bit of a look and see just what this title has in store across its early development.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like you got pets. Yeah, it looks like you got pets, you got summons that seem to be unique for every character. And unique travel over here. Oh, get that subscribe button out of the way. It looks like a different moveset and attacks while you're mounted, too. Okay. The flying looks a little interesting. My take on this is, there needs to be more of a visual indicator than whatever the fuck this is. I'm gonna be real here. With this is like kind of like the only air trail that's on here, it almost looked like you were just like floating through the air. Like it does look a little, the flying does look a little, that looks a little off, but I'm glad that they're exploring it. Okay, combat. So to sort of just pause on combat, you got your left shift dodge, you got your right mouse button block, and then you got 3 abilities per character: Q, E, and R. Okay, it does seem pretty basic to me. And I guess they got a Pokemon system. Okay. And then it looks like it's got like some randomized stats and stuff when it drops. The combat looks interesting. Seems pretty freeform. Looks like there's some swap action and stuff too, even with like the pet that you have on field. Okay. Seems like a lot of cutscenes and iframes. I haven't seen a lot of like, oh, I did see a character come off field and then appear. They like came off field over here, and I guess they're performing some type of assisted attack. Okay, that's pretty cool. Some pretty big mob density as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of just seems like a better version of Genshin's combat. Maybe I'm just tripping balls, but this really does just seem like Genshin if it was done better. Because this is the thing, the game still has like elemental reactions or like elemental effects. That's why you would like see some shit where it's like, where it's say like drowned when like the water character is dealing damage. I'm getting Grand Blue Fantasy Relink vibes. That's because of the font on the damage. It literally looks like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. All this shit over here, the text is almost the same. Okay. I think I've seen enough of like this domain gameplay. Maybe let's take a look at like these starter monsters and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be more of like the same waves after waves of enemies.
帝王之灵，实为渭水休息之存在。 要与他共鸣吗，小星辰？
Okay.
选择的权利十分珍贵。
Okay, it's literally like Pokemon. They're definitely getting a copyright. Yeah, they actually just... Okay, yeah, they're probably gonna get a cease and desist, boys. Yeah, they might get a cease and desist.
选择的权利
Do
十分
not
珍
tell
贵。
Nintendo about this one. Yeah. Grass, fire,
要
and
与他
water.
共鸣吗，小星辰？与生命信息的结缘，是浓烈情感的纽带，这是可以跨越一切的连接。
Okay. Now let's look at the legendary monsters. What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck even are these, bro? I feel like this is gonna be pretty fun for casual people to do that sort of like pet collecting, fill out the Pokédex, that sort of stuff. I feel like they're gonna be really into that. Okay, this is just showing off like the Pokemon attacks. I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty substantial. I guess the flying is the main thing that looks the most wonky to me across this entire this entire gameplay. It's just kind of like the visuals of the flight.
不得不出手了吧？
All right, what is this one? It's a legendary world boss. Okay. This should be one of the most exciting parts about this gameplay. I hope this is good. Okay, it's got like some of the parry mechanics. That definitely looks like something you're supposed to parry. That's kind of cool. And they got the different, like, Pokeballs that they're able to use to capture stuff. And so, even with the gold one, they only have a 2.1% chance. Are they still gonna try it? Okay, you dumbass. Okay. All right. You can see all the different status effects that are like building up on the bar over here. I think that each of these is like the drowned proc, and then like these are like a different one. I guess they just sort of like build up and have passive effects. The break animation does look pretty cool. It really does give me like some heavy JRPG vibes with like how flashy a lot of the pop-ups are. I actually like it. It looks like it feels like very interactive and like many people have said, right? Very Grand Blue Fantasy relinky. They got like, they seem to have some sort of like swap mechanic. 1,000,000%. And I guess we're failing to catch this guy. Yeah, that one's happening a lot. And again, I guess they're just trying to get as close as possible to like a high success rate without fucking murking the thing. Yeah, I mean, the combat looks like it feels good, but I guess what I'm seeing right now is it just looks like they're repeatedly chain stunning the boss over and over, and like the guy literally can't fucking do anything. It does feel like at this point the fight has kind of become like a QTE simulator Because we broke it one time, and then the guy has not done anything since. Like, holy. He needs some fucking stagger resistance, brother. He's just permanently getting broken. I like how it's still 16% when the guy's, like, dead. Okay, this seems a little bit off, right? I mean, I feel like that took way too much effort to get that one. Like, I guess, what is the availability gonna be on these gold cards, right, that we're using? Are these gonna be, like, super rare? There's a reason why there's 5 different rarities of cards, right? And like, to see so many of them thrown away just for the chance to catch it, I don't like, I guess this seems like, to me, it could be a huge point of frustration, and maybe this is something that's like gonna be in like the store, but I don't know. It seemed crazy that it was that easy for us to just burn like 4 of them. That's something that I would just be very wary about when it comes to either like the monetization or like the resources that come out with the game. Okay, and you get like some rewards for clearing it as well. Okay.
找我吗？我知道了。又要出发了吗？
All right, now they're just kind of going through like the character menu. All right. I guess one thing in this game is that a lot of the characters do appear to be fucking midgets.
前进之风要开始吹奏了。
Yeah, the model design on some of the units is a little bit interesting, for sure. All right, I guess this is just like some regular UI stuff. I guess I'm not particularly too interested in the rest that this gameplay is going to show. I think it's just going to get into like some like UI pixelation stuff like that. It seems like a big focus over here is on the monster battle. Why don't we just take a look at another video over here by Melo once again, and this time it's actually going to take a look at all of the character kits that are going to be in the game. And we can get a bit of a preview on what all these different animations are going to be looking like. Let's give this one a bit of a look.
沉泽为路。
All right, so this is the unit that we saw featured a lot. I think she's like a water dragon or something. My vibe is that, yeah, she's like a water dragon of some type. Yeah, we saw that one quite a bit. Big animations, a lot of AoE, a lot of grouping. Actually, it looks like she looks like she'll be very fun to play, to be honest.
听见风划过的声音。与我为敌。
Yeah, very, very fast attacks, and then like an ultimate form with that dragon flying around.
聆听着，剑眉划张。
Does she have 2 forms? All right, and now they got Shisha. Okay, you got dark, black-haired schoolgirl swordsman. Definitely have not seen that trope before. Her kit looks, I mean, it looks pretty solid. All right, we got the elf archer. Okay, her kit looks like shit. Yeah, she just looks bad. The absolute lack of any AoE in that kit And knowing how many enemies have been spawning in the gameplay that we've seen before, just leads me to believe this character will be absolutely useless. That dodge looks cool, though. Okay, get this thing off my screen. Like, the unit literally looks like a ball. Like, they look rotund. Like, who's this designed for, bro? Like, who is this designed for? Like, what part of whatever player base are we trying to... Because this is the thing, right? I struggle to think that there's even anybody that's like... Like, I don't even think we're appealing to, like, that part of the player base with whatever this thing is. I don't even think we're appealing to, like, that part of the player base. I don't even know... I don't think this appeals to anybody. Yeah, I think this is, like, made for girls. To be honest. Like, I feel like this is made for, like, girls that are, like, thinking about, like, becoming a mother. Or something like that. Like, what the fuck even is this thing? She uses a lance? I did not expect that. Okay. And then she summons... I'm sorry, did she just summon the Pegasus to literally, like, not actually do anything on it? Did she summon the Pegasus to immediately dismount it and then start shooting lasers? Oh, dear God. Yeah, this is like the same type of character as like the maid with the hammer, bro. Like, is this gameplay on? No, this is on normal playback speed. Are there like normal looking people on this roster? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. After seeing this, hey, I'm gonna be real. I don't want to hear nobody complaining about this design, brother. This basically just Gone You, but like a little bit shorter. They got like shit like this in the game. Designs like this, you shouldn't be complaining about this, okay? There's way more stuff in this game to complain about than this design. It's like a normal body type. They're just fucking short. Like, there's bigger fish to fry over here. There's bigger fish to fry. Like, I'm not, like, who the fuck put Maggie in the game, bro? Like, what even is this shit? Is this the only other normal-looking unit? I think we've had two of them, right? Or we've had a couple of them. Yeah, she seems pretty all right. And of course, this is the big mommy that we saw in that prior trailer. Yeah, we already saw her quite a bit. I think we can, yeah, I've seen her, we've already seen her gameplay way too much across the rest of the vid. I think that's why this one is kind of short. Is she the only, like, mommy unit in the game? There's one more. I'm telling you. I refuse to believe that these characters are they have to be made for this has to be made for a woman. Right? Like it's just like okay, you get to like cosplay that like your 2-year-old infant is like going around beating up enemies, right? Like that has to be like the headcanon over here. Right? Like what the fuck even is this? Bro, I feel like you're gonna use this unit and you won't be able to fight against 90% of the enemies in the game because the camera's gonna be so zoomed in because the unit's so small and you won't be able to fucking see anything. Like, she's fighting the shortest enemy in the game and it almost is like going off the screen. Like, she uppercuts it, and it's out of the frame. It's actually out of the frame. Ah, this is the other unit that's basically been like the poster child for this game. Wait, she's literally Lupa. Wait, she's literally Lupa. Yeah, this is another questionable add to the roster for me, dog. Yeah, that's another questionable add to the roster for me, dog. Yeah. This is gonna be my question to all of you. Would you play this game on the living room PS5? My take is that if you wouldn't play this game on the living room PS5, maybe there's something a little off with it. Maybe there's something a little bit off with it. If you would be kind of scared to play it on the living room PS5. For example, if I was playing Wuthering Waves, I'd be perfectly comfortable doing anything in that game except for maybe watching a Camellia Idol on the living room PS5. Kind of the same thing for Genshin. I would play Genshin on the living room PS5 as well. Honkai Star Rail, I would do it too. ZZZ, absolutely not. ZZZ, absolutely not. I would not. And I'm gonna say right here, this one, if you were already on the fence about ZZZ, this might be a little bit worse. Oh, shit! There's a penis in the game. Wait, they got the one male character. Let's see it, brother. Can he cook? Wait, his kit actually looks kind of... His kit actually looks kind of neat. I mean, obviously the animations aren't as crazy or as wide sweeping, but like, it's a pretty decent looking attack chain. Bro, this is the thing, guys. Like, if it only wasn't for the fact that this game was populated by, like, insecure individuals who feel threatened by a fictional male in their game, then this game would just have more male characters. And, like, I guarantee you, right? I guarantee you that these guys that are in charge of, like, the animation, the stuff, whatever, they would be able to make some fire-ass, bomb-ass fucking kits. They would potentially be one of the biggest competitors possible in the open world space if they just fucking added males to the game. Like, just imagine, like, somebody with, like, I don't know, like a gigantic greatsword, or, like, dual-wielding fucking spears, or, like, I don't fucking know, like, literally a gigantic hammer. And then you just got, like, dudes with some huge sweeping animations. Guys. Like, there's, like, one character that I really want to show you guys. It's from a studio that isn't scared of adding males to the game. It's fucking Do It Night Abyss. Check out this fucking moveset.
Swift as a shadow. Dance of the sword, your final call. Stay put and be good.
Dudes see this, and they're like, damn, I want to play that shit. A guy, a normal gamer, will see this and be like, That's the default baseline reaction. You put this shit in Wuthering Waves, and everybody will pull this guy. You just port this into Wuwa, and people will pull it. And anyone denying that is gay. Anyways. So yeah, it's just like designed like this, right? It's just, you have so much potential to, like, guys, there's a reason why superheroes are popular. There's a reason why characters like Iron Man, Batman, and Superman are popular. Because it's badass dudes going out fucking shit up. But the unfortunate thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really know what it is when it comes to, like, the anime East Asia crowd. They appear to have gotten threatened by the existence of 2D PNGs in their game, and they assume that they're gonna steal their other female PNGs away from them. No, we don't. Well, this is the thing. If you are wholly 100% against the addition of male characters into your game, then that's actually why you can't distinguish fiction from reality, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it does kind of explain why you feel so, why you have such strong emotions on the matter. It's kind of the only explanation I can think of. Believe me, guys, let's just think for a second. For the people saying, no male characters in my game ever, what do you think they look like in real life? What do you think they look like in real life? They're either massive individuals or they're the smallest human beings ever. There is nobody in, like, the middle. There's no, like, normal person who thinks like that. They're on the far ends of the spectrum. And the thing is, when you combine their diets together, they eat as much as a normal person. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I've just been saying they can do a pretty good kit. They can do a pretty good job with their kit design. I think they're showing it off over here, even if it's a male character. No. Is this the female MC, or is this like? She looks like the first person you're gonna meet. She looks like the first person you're gonna meet on your journey. So yeah, I guess, yeah, only one male character, boys, and it's the MC, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I gotta say, for my initial kind of like take looking at both of these videos, the gameplay does look pretty solid. It's got some very unique elements to it. The main things about Azur Promilia that are kind of turning me off, right, is I think naturally it's like there's very, very questionable character design across a wide variety of the roster. I'm not really sure what the audience for this game is, like, supposed to be. Because it's like, I look at shit like this. And I'm like, okay. Like, maybe this game is, like, made for girls, right? Because it's just, that's what I'm going to assume when you put, like, these doll-like characters in it. But if the game is also, like, made for girls, don't girls also want to, like, have the guy characters in it? And so it's like, it seems like the appeal is like getting pulled in a bunch of different directions. And so I'm just like, if you're going to put in like these little doll things, don't you also want like the dudes? Because then that would be like, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe this actually is for like the deepest, darkest dregs of society. And, like, that's why they designed these characters, but I'm not going to, I would not want to necessarily assume that. And so, it's just, to me, I feel like they kind of got to, like, figure out what the thematic of this is going to be, because I think there's a very wide audience of players that this company can tap on into and really expand upon with the release of this title, but, like, thematically, not a lot of stuff really seems to make sense this early on in release. So, I mean, for me, it's really just about seeing what that final roster is going to look like. If there's too much of a balance of, like, certain, you know, designs that I'm just not very happy with, just not very, you know, comfortable with, like, you know, talking about all the time, then, you know, maybe we'll reconsider any plans to cover this game. But yeah, I think that this was just a good sort of reveal to get like a bit of a pulse check on what the future of this title is. And I gotta say, there's a lot of good, but then also kind of like some really striking, really noticeable pieces of bad. So yeah, I think one thing that would really change my tone on this game would be redesigns of certain characters and simply the addition of more male ones. Yeah, that's kind of it. Just because it's naturally uncomfortable, I think, for a lot of people. Too, if the actual explanation is this game is literally designed for incels that are like threatened by other fictional men in their game, and so they don't want them in there because it's scary to them, then like, I don't know if I want to really be entrenched in a game where that's the target audience. It's a bunch of fucking losers. It's literally a bunch of freaks. And I'm not a freak, so I'm not going to play the game. That's, I think, the unfortunate part about the reputation of female-only games. I have to assume that the audience is like a bunch of fucking weirdos. Let me know what you all think. Peace.